morning, everybody. Welcome to another week of Music and Movement. I hope you had a wonderful July 4th Independence Day celebration. I hope you got to see our videos or some fireworks or all that cool stuff. This is week 5 of the Summer Reading Club, so we are getting through it. Summer's coming to a close here in a couple of weeks, but we still got some fun stuff to do before then and lots of music for today. So let's go ahead and get started, and we're going to start with Can You Sing High? I'm going to put the words up on the screen, and the words on the left are my part that are underlined in black. The words that are highlighted in yellow are your part. I'll sing mine, Can You Sing High? And then I'll play yours, I Can Sing High. And it'll go back and forth like that. And then at the end, where it says, let's go, I'll sing, are you ready? You'll sing, I'm ready. I'll sing, are you set? You'll sing, all set. I'll sing, let's go. And then loud as you can, say, let's go. Okay, so we'll get started. Ready? Can you sing high? Can you sing low? Can you sing fast? Can you sing slow? Are you ready? Are you set? Let's go. All right, I like to play around a little bit. So, we're going to move on to some announcements. So I'm going to put those up on the screen so you can read along with those. Just like every week, we're back to normal this week. We have Music and Movement, which you're watching now. We'll have a Super Smash Brothers tournament later on this afternoon. If you have a Nintendo Switch, we are going to do story times tomorrow in English and in Spanish. That's at 10:30 and 11:30 respectively. We'll have a performer on Wednesday. On Thursday, we'll have a Lego challenge. Friday, we'll have a teen event. And then Saturday, we'll do the Imagine Your Story prompt. And so just look over those. Make sure you're doing your reading for Summer Reading Club. That's not on the calendar. That's all the time. Make sure that you're commenting on our videos so you can be entered into our raffle prize drawings and all that stuff, and getting the most out of your Summer Reading Club. All right, so we're going to keep going with some music. The first one, we're going to stand up and we're going to move around a little bit. This is how we normally start our Tuesday story times in the summer, but this summer we're doing it a little differently. But this is up, down, turn around. So really you just follow the instructions of the song. So we'll sing it twice so you can make sure you get into the swing of it, okay? Up, down, turn around, touch the sky and touch the ground. Wiggle fingers, wiggle toes, wiggle shoulders, say hello. All right, we'll do it again. Ready? Up, down, turn around, touch the sky and touch the ground. Wiggle fingers, wiggle toes, wiggle shoulders, say hello. There you go, real easy. Okay, now the next one, you're going to stay standing. We're going to move around a lot today. We're going to do 5 little monkeys. So we'll start with 5, and then we'll count down as they jump off the bed. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's start. 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. All right, we had 5. One's gone. We have 4. Turn this down just a little bit. 4 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. All right, there was 4, and now there are 3. Three little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. All right, 3 became 2. 2 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. All right, we're down to our last one monkey. Ready? One little monkey jumping on the bed. He fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, put those monkeys back to bed. There we go. Yeah, those little monkeys, they like to jump around on the bed. Okay, so now we're going to do a song that is kind of new to me, so I'm probably going to mess it up on the piano. But it's really fun. It's just a call and response. I say something, and then you repeat exactly those words, exactly that melody right back to me. Okay? And it's called Great Big Moose. It's about a great big moose. Okay? So, let's try it. There was a great big moose. He liked to drink a lot of juice. Oh, let me play that for you again. He liked to drink a lot of juice. Ready? There was a great big moose. He liked to drink a lot of juice. The moose's name was Fred. He liked to drink his juice in bed. The moose's name was Fred. Drink his juice in bed. He drank his juice with care, but he spilled some in his hair. Oh, he drank his juice. He drank his juice with care, but he spilled some in his hair. Now he's a sticky moose, covered in juice. He's a sticky moose, all covered in juice. There we go, and he's on the loose. All right, so that one's fun. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. That one's fun to do in a big group where you can like maybe throw a ball around or just kind of do call and response stuff. It's a pretty simple song. You can make up some more verses if you want. And yeah, Great Big Moose. So now we're going to move on to our instrument lesson. And today I have a super fun instrument, great introduction to any woodwind instrument, particularly the saxophone or the clarinet, because the fingering is the same on this, the soprano recorder. And it's pretty small, you know, fits in my hands just fine. They're not very expensive. You can get them for anywhere from like $5 to $20 for one like this. This is a Yamaha, and it's in 3 pieces. I'll show you. This one doesn't come apart very well, but see, and I can put it back together. And that's good for like keeping it clean and for, you know, getting used to having instruments in parts and stuff. Clarinets come that way, and other stuff. This one is, you know, like I said, it's not very expensive, and it's high quality. If you go to a Dollar General or somewhere like that, or Walmart, you might find, like in a plastic bag, a bunch of recorders for like $1. And they are not, you know, as like solid plastic. They're not tuned as well. They're, you know, they're toys. They're for like playing with, and those are fun. But if you wanted an instrument to practice, to learn music, all that kind of stuff that'll play the right notes and the same notes every time and all that, then you want to get something a little better like this. So, and it's still not very expensive. So this is going to be kind of a very introductory lesson. I'm going to show you where to put your hands. I'm going to teach you about soft, slow, smooth air, because that's what you need to play the recorder. We're going to learn 3 notes and a song. Okay? So, here we go. This is my left hand. Okay? And I know that because when I look at it, it makes an L. It looks like a backwards L to you, probably. That hand's going to go on top. And I'm going to use it to cover this hole that's on the back of the recorder, right here, and then pinch on that top hole. Okay? And there we go. Now I've got my first note that I'm going to tell you about in a minute. First, we're going to talk about how to hold it. Okay? So this is with my left hand on top. Now you might think, I'm right-handed. Why shouldn't I put my right hand on top? Well, when you put your right hand on bottom, you'll notice that your pinky covers this hole at the very bottom on this separate piece. Okay? And so on this recorder, I can take it off and I can rotate it and I can make it fit my pinky, which is shorter than my other fingers, so that it works for my right hand. If I was playing the other way with my left hand on bottom, that feels weird, I can't hit it because it's on the other side and I have to rotate it over. But you can't rotate all recorders. Some of them are made in one solid piece, a lot of them are carved out of wood, and traditionally they were all made so that you would play with your right hand on the bottom. And so that's how everybody plays them now. And then with other wind instruments that use the same fingering, you need your right hand to be on the bottom. So whether you're left-handed or right-handed with other stuff, your left hand should go on the top with the recorder. Now that doesn't mean you're only going to use your left hand, you're going to use both. But we're going to start with our left hand on the top, okay? So then, if I count down 1, 2, 3, that's my left hand. That's all I need, okay? And then I'm going to take my right hand and go and put my thumb right here as a support. It's like I'm holding the recorder with my left hand and resting it on my right thumb. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's all the holes covered. So if I start at the top, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 holes. These last 2, they have 2 holes if you look at them, but we're going to think of them as 1 hole at a time because that's where we put 1 finger down to cover it. Okay? Plus the hole in the back makes 8, and then there's this hole at the top that's a whistle. We're not ever going to cover that unless we're trying to clean it. If we cover it up, then it doesn't really make any noise. Then there's the hole where the air goes in and the hole at the bottom. Okay? But the ones we're going to worry about with our fingers are the 7 on the front and the 1 on the back to make 8. Okay? And today, we're not really going to cover any of these holes with our right hand. So you don't have to worry about that. You can rest them gently over, hovering. Okay? I'm going to move them out of the way so that you can see that I'm not covering them. But to make it easier on yourself, just a light little hover. See, like that. Just barely hover. Okay? So, now we're going to go back to just 1 hole covered. So this is that first note I was talking about. This is B, okay? Like the letter B in the alphabet. Okay, we're going to learn 3 notes today, okay? And if you remember from the piano lesson, there are 7 letters in the alphabet that we use, just like the 7 holes on the front of the recorder. They're A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, and then it starts over with A again. Okay, so we only use those 7 letters. That's how all of music works, is with those 7 letters. And we're going to use 3 of them today. We're going to use G, which is the last letter, and then we're going to start over with A and B. G, A, and B. And we're going to start with B, because it's just 1 hole. Just like that. We're just pinching the recorder and then supporting with our right thumb. Okay? And we're going to use soft, slow, smooth air. It's like if you put your hand up and pretend it's a piece of glass and you're trying to fog it up like a mirror. That's all you need, okay? But with your mouth on the recorder, like this. And that's B, okay? If I put 1 more finger, well, before I tell you that, if I don't use that soft, slow, smooth air and I blow, it sounds like this. And we don't want that, right? Hope I didn't scare anybody's cat. So, we're going to use soft, slow, smooth air and play B. If I add 1 finger, this is going to make the note lower, and it's going to go down or backwards in the alphabet to A. You hear it? I go B, and then A. Now, if I went backwards in the alphabet with one finger, if I add another finger, the same thing's going to happen. But what comes before A? Nothing. We have to go to the last letter, which isn't Z, not in music. In music, the last letter is G. So we're going to go from A to G. Okay? And those are the three notes. G, A, and B. There we go. We're using soft, slow, smooth air. The other little trick is we're using our tongue whenever we play the notes. That's to start the note. That's called an attack or an accent or an onset. And the way that we do that is just with a little, it's not a t, it's not a v, but it's somewhere in between. You take the tip of your tongue and put it right behind your front teeth. It goes, and we go. And you hear how it has a start. It has a place where the note begins. If I don't do that, it sounds like this. And sometimes we want that, but this time we're going to use the attack, okay, or the onset. All right. Now the song we're going to play with just those three notes is called Hot Cross Buns. Maybe you've heard it before. It sounds like this. Hot cross buns, hot cross buns, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. Okay, just like that. I'll put the music up for you so you can see, and I'm going to keep playing. I'm going to make sure I'm in frame. There we go. And so I'm going to show you what the fingers look like while we play through this music, okay? Ready? We're going to start with B. I messed up a little bit. I tried to go to the A a little too fast. But that's it, okay? Hot cross buns, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. We'll play it one more time. Let's see if we can play it together. If you have a recorder at home, let's give it a try. Ready? We're going to start with B. And that's it. Ready? Good job. You are now at your first level of mastery in the recorder. If you can play B, A, and G, the next step is to start adding in that right hand. There's a cool resource I used to use whenever I was teaching called Recorder Karate. They have books that you can buy, and you can learn all these different songs that add the notes one at a time. And you can also find a lot of that stuff on the internet. You can find a lot of fingering charts and other songs to play online. And if you know a music teacher, if you know somebody who knows how to play the recorder and knows about that stuff, or somebody who knows how to play the clarinet or the saxophone, they can help you out a lot too. Okay, so now we're going to go see a story that's about all the instruments of the orchestra and about a boy named Peter and a big scary wolf. All right, so let's see how that goes. Early one morning, Peter opened the gate and walked out into the big green meadow. On a branch of a big tree sat a little bird, Peter's friend. All is quiet, chirped the bird happily. Just then, a duck came waddling round. She was glad that Peter had not closed the gate and decided to take a nice swim in the deep pond in the meadow. Seeing the duck, the little bird flew down upon the grass, settled next to her, and shrugged his shoulders. "What kind of bird are you if you can't fly?" said he. To this the duck replied, "What kind of bird are you if you can't swim?" and dived into the pond. Suddenly, something caught Peter's attention. He noticed a cat crawling through the grass. The cat thought, "That little bird is busy arguing. I'll just grab him." Stealthily, the cat crept towards him on his velvet paws. "Look out!" shouted Peter. The bird immediately flew up into the tree, while the duck quacked angrily at the cat from the middle of the pond. Just then, Grandfather came out. He was upset because Peter had gone into the meadow. "It's a dangerous place, Peter. If a wolf should come out of the forest, then what would you do?" But Peter paid no attention to his grandfather's words. Boys like him are not afraid of wolves. But Grandfather took Peter by the hand, led him home, and locked the gate. No sooner had Peter gone than a big gray wolf came out of the forest. In a twinkling, the cat climbed up the tree. The duck quacked, and in her excitement, jumped out of the pond. But no matter how hard the duck tried to run, she couldn't escape the wolf. He was getting nearer, nearer, catching up with her. Then he got her, and with one gulp, swallowed her. In the meantime, Peter, without the slightest fear, stood behind the closed gate, watching all that was going on. The cat sitting on one branch, the bird on another, not too close to the cat, and the wolf walking round and round the tree, looking at them with greedy eyes. He ran home, got a strong rope, and climbed up the high stone wall. One of the branches of the tree, around which the wolf was walking, stretched out over the wall. Grabbing hold of the branch, Peter lightly climbed over onto the tree. He said to the bird, "Fly down and circle over the wolf's head. Only take care that he doesn't catch you." The bird almost touched the wolf's head with his wings while the wolf snapped angrily at him from this side and that. How the bird worried the wolf, how he wanted to catch him. But the bird was clever, and the wolf simply couldn't do anything about it. Meanwhile, Peter made a lasso and, carefully letting it down, caught the wolf by the tail and pulled with all his might. Feeling himself caught, the wolf began to jump wildly, trying to get loose. But Peter tied the other end of the rope to the tree, and the wolf's jumping only made the rope around his tail tighter. Just then, the hunters came out of the woods, following the wolf's trail and shooting as they went. But Peter said, sitting in the tree, "Don't shoot! Birdie and I have already caught the wolf. Now help us take him to the zoo." And now, imagine the triumphant procession. Peter at the head. After him, the hunters, winding up the procession, Grandfather and the cat. Grandfather shook his head discontentedly. Well, and if Peter hadn't caught the wolf, what then? Above them flew Birdie, chirping merrily. My, what brave fellows we are, Peter and I! Look what we have caught! And if one would listen very carefully, he could hear the duck quacking inside the wolf, because the wolf, in his hurry, had swallowed her whole. Well, look at that. Peter trapped the wolf and didn't hurt him. He just sent him to the zoo. So, isn't that cool? That's a neat little story about the orchestra, nice little introduction, and about how you can interact with wildlife in a safe way. Well, maybe not safe, maybe a little... He probably should have listened to his grandpa. All right, so we're going to finish up with some songs. We're going to sing The More We Read Together, so everybody put your hands together for that. And then we'll do See You Later, Alligator after. Okay? Ready? The more we read together, the more we read together, the smarter we'll be. 'Cause books make us smarter, and smart kids go farther. The more we read together, the smarter we'll be. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. I hope you guys are having a great summer, and you stay tuned for our other programming, and join me again next week. And then we're gonna sing See You Later, Alligator. That's kind of a mouthful. Okay, ready? Here we go. See you later, alligator, bye-bye, butterfly. Give a hug, ladybug, be sweet parakeet. Blow a kiss, goldfish, see you soon, raccoon. Take care, polar bear, out the door, dinosaur. All right, thanks again for watching, guys. See you alligators later.